Okay. Ooh, they go. Okay, so they're gonna go in. Okay, Flash coming out from the Fizz. That's going to the poker. They gotta back up. Looks like they're trying to take the blue from the red team. Interesting start. Interesting start. Rotation trying to help out his support a little bit. Good plays. Looks like they are going to get the blue from them, which was good play. Descend backing off up in the corner. Looks like red team over here wants to go for their blue, which is pretty smart play. If their blue gets taken, they can take the other team's blue. Go for a play. I think the Sun might be able to see them on the way. We'll see. Fizz is coming back from mid with his flash already gone. Hopefully he can get it back before a gank. Okay, so they're going for their red. So let's see what's going on up here. So they're trying to take the blue. That's just really smart play. Let's see if it goes well for them. Sun going up top lane. I don't think Den knows. I know Orianna placed a ward there, so they know that they're gonna go for the blue, and they know that they aren't getting their blue. So they're getting their red. Top team can take the blue from them. That's fine. Fine. Okay. See mid right now. It's got the Fizz Orianna matchup. Pretty good matchup for the Orianna. Fizz is gonna have a little bit of trouble getting in, but we'll see how it goes. So they got the enemy blue, which is really good for them. It's gonna put them ahead on clear. Nice. Okay. See mid is just kind of fun. Oh, going in. Oh, going. Okay, push in a little bit. On the mid, the Orianna is gonna keep the defenses back. They're using her little ball, which is pretty smart. Orianna's getting a lot of poke damage on the Fizz right now, which is good. Everyone's kind of just getting their levels on him. Okay, we have bot lane. Bot lane's been taking some damage. It's the Senna Yuumi. I think the Senna, that's it, Yuumi's a pretty decent combo. The Kai'Sa and Thresh are too much of a problem. If this Thresh can hit his pulls, we'll see how it goes there. Top lane we have Kled versus Shen. So the Kled's already up a level, which is really good, especially helping his team. Let me get that blue bean up. Oh, he's going in for a little push on the Shen. Okay, that's good, that's good. Gonna get some really good poke damage off on both of them, though. The Shen kind of got to shield it up. This is good. Mundo trying to get his blue. Hecarim's coming, though. So they're gonna have to fight for it. Hecarim's probably gonna end up taking the blue hit from the Mundo, which is a really good play. Oh, Hecarim's gonna back off here. That's smart. Gonna come back bottom. I say, and the Thresh are pushing out a little bit. Okay, Fizz is getting wrecked a little bit. Fizz might not be able to make it out. He already had to use his flash earlier to give him an easy first blood coming out. We now got top lane still fighting with the Kled up a level still, which is really good. Hecarim still pushing into the enemy jungle here. Yeah, gonna push in, maybe try and get the kill. No. SOJAxBOSS gonna be able to make it out. Just good. It looks like the other team's a little bit ahead right now. They have a lot of pressure going on, especially in mid with Fizz losing out on flash, being a level behind, and them getting first blood on the Fizz. The Kled seems to be doing pretty decent up top. Being able to push out that Shen, staying ahead a level right now. Their Kled is kind of their best. What they have to be focusing on right now. They still have their red though. If red buff is still up, then Mundo should be allowed to be able to get the red. Which will kind of sort of bring him back, because he's behind the Hecarim right now, who's level 3. Well, they're both level 3, but the Hecarim got to push him back, so the Hecarim has a little bit more clear going on. Okay, we got Hecarim starting to go for Scuttle while Mundo gets blue. That means the Hecarim going to at least be ahead that one Scuttle. Kled backed off, so if this Hecarim tries to go top, it's not going to do anything any well. His best bet here is probably go mid. With the Orianna coming back, they can do a really good timing here. He's just going to start clearing. He's running low on mana, which is interesting. Down bottom, the Kasai Thresh combo seems to be doing pretty well against the Senna Yuumi combo when it comes to pushing out. Kasai making sure to get that cannon from the CS, which is really nice. Thresh having, oh, they got some good damage on the Kasai. Oh. Yeah, allowing for. Let's see. Okay, that's better. The Fizz Orianna character doesn't seem to be going the greatest for the Fizz for Crazy Squirrel over here, but Orianna placed down a control ward, which is very interesting. Early control ward. Top lane seems to be getting ganked right now. The Sentry's going to get out. No real big harm done. Kind of a little bit of a waste of time for them right now. Hecarim's getting some items, getting his mana back. Bottom lane seems to be going rough though for the Kasai and the Thresh. But they're going to rotate up a little bit, throwing down a ward, allowing them to kind of see if the enemy team tries to get a ward out. That Sentry's running a little low on mana while they are full, which is nice. A gank going on mid. Oh, they almost got the Orianna. She barely flashed out with very little health left, which means Oyan is down a flash. But the Fizz is still down a kill and some XP, which Fizz will have to get back. Set up at the top. The Shen's just kind of backing off, going. He needs to get more items right now. He doesn't really have much stuff. He just has his starting items. It's his first back of the game. 5 minutes in. Mid's really close. Crazy Squad might be able to turn on it with the E if he can, but we will see. It's very close. They're both really low. Oh. Okay, the fight from the Oyan and the Fizz. Oh, the Fizz. The Fizz ended up losing the fight, but that's fine. The Oyan already up 2 kills on the Fizz, which is going to put them in a really rough spot when it comes to mid-game. The Assassin is having to recall leaving the Kasai by herself right now. She's going to have to play a little safe with the Sen and the Yumi still being there. Kled at least is still up at least 1 level right now, which is really good. But if this Kled still has basic starting items and like an extra pistol, so they sent a little bit ahead on items, so Sen might be able to catch back up if you can force the Kled into a really good recall. Kasai getting pushed back into a tower. Kasai's a level behind right now, and I believe Thresh is also a level behind. By levels right now, they're actually pretty far behind. Other than top lane, top lane's going to be the bigger chance of winning this game. Fizz kind of catching up a little bit. Gonna have to go for a really good play here if Fizz wants to be able to do something. Fizz kind of just getting pushed under his tower. Not much of this Fizz can do right now. The Oyan is doing really well at using her ball. Blue team's going for Dragon. There's no control ward here from red team to allow them to stop the Dragon. It's probably going to be a free Dragon for blue team. The jungler just backed. There's no way that the jungler can get the Dragon. The Yumi helping out a little bit low on mana. They got the Dragon, but they had to trade the center back in for it, which is interesting. The center's going to get some items still, which is good. The center now has her noon quiver, which is going to be a big increase in that extra damage that they're going to need to be able to stay ahead in this bottom lane that they're ahead right now. You can see the Thresh is still at level 4. It puts them almost close to probably being 2 levels behind because that center and Yumi have been 5 for a while. Milo, oof, that Oyan is still 2 levels ahead of almost anyone in the game but the Kled. It's kind of tied 7-7 with top lane. It's been a really, really close top lane. The Kled having a little bit of an advantage so far. We have the jungle kind of just going up, getting the clears. The Shen's kind of going down, placing a ward, kind of baiting out. Oyana going for the recall. Oyana's got a 300 gold bounty right now, so we'll be able to get some items on it. Bottom lane is now officially down. The ADC is down a level, and the support is also down 1 level right now. This is a rough game for them so far. Hopefully they can bring it back in the mid game. The comp isn't super mid game heavy. Hopefully the Kled is going to be the kind of biggest advantage that they have right now. If this jungle can pick off the Oyana right now and get a kill, that's be a 300 gold bounty for either mid or jungle, which would be a huge difference when it comes to getting ahead of that game. But the Heckman found him. The Oyana coming up top. Oh, the Heckman. There comes chasing for the jungle. The Chance there too. Oh, and there goes the jungler. Kled coming down, but it's a little too late. Kled at least up a level. It's going to place a ward and kind of back off. The Fizz is going to have to be forced to retreat to his tower, knowing that either the jungler or the top lane could ink him at any moment right now. And bottom lane, they're still getting pushed back by the center. It's been a rough game so far for Copper Hills, but Fizz still pushing on his tower. 1 Q to almost half his health is Q and W. And that's really rough. Still 2 levels behind this Oyana right now, and still 0-3-0 now. Actually, just Fizz can't really do much against this Oyana. There's really good counterflick. They got to kill him the Heckman though, top lane. Bottom lane's losing their tower quickly though. They're going to need to start striking a big comeback. That kill against jungle is going to be really big for them though. It's going to allow them to sort of maybe stay ahead a little bit in jungle. The Fizz getting destroyed mid lane. Probably going to have to recall here. He's very risky for him to stay up, which he's going to do, try and get that extra CS, which he'll need to be able to have any chance of winning his lane. Up top, and we have the Kled in the Shen. There's Kled in the Shen. While fighting, we'll see how it goes. The Kled's a little bit ahead right now. The Shen's kind of pushed back. The Kled's got a big wave on his side, though. Maybe be able to push in the tower. Probably the Shen's about to get a lot of CS right here, though. If the Kled doesn't push him off the wave, Kled making really good moves. Making sure that the Shen can't get any. Making sure the Shen can't get any minions. We got still bottom lane trying to catch back up in XP after they're a little behind when it comes to CS. It's only 61 to 69 though. so they went super far behind in CS, even though they are behind in levels. It was that one death from each of them that put their EDC ahead with the 150 gold bounty. But they're gonna start giving some plays to get some gold. They're starting to do a little bit of a cutback here. The biggest problem though is gonna be that mid with 3 kills and an assist still. So if they can get a really good gank on the mid, that's probably the best chance to come back here. The Cloud rotating back up. The Kasai got eliminated by the gank, but the Thresh is gonna get out of there, which is good. Keep the Thresh alive. The Senna's gonna get another assist, which is really good for her. Gonna keep her ahead on levels from the jungle. Fizz going in on the 2 levels ahead of Oyana. That's probably not the smartest idea. Take a lot of damage just from that Q though. Mundo just trying to clear right now. See, the Cled's going up. The Cled's still their biggest chance of winning right now. Still staying a level ahead of his lane, which is what he needs to be doing to keep this game in head. Everyone else but them is behind right now. We're going to just finally got a level tied up with the Yumi, so they're super far behind. The ADC is also level 7 though, but still about 10 CS behind, like they've been most of the game. The real big problem that we need to be focused on is this Fizz. They need to get a gank. They need to find a way to kill this Oyana somehow. Because this Oyana is like the biggest problem. The ADC is going to be a struggle later in the game with the Yumi following her, but she's not as far ahead when it comes to CS. And this total XP, this Senna being only level 7, the Oyana being level 9 right now. The Mundo coming in for a gank, they'll maybe getting the Senna, but the Senna are going to rotate out. The Yumi going for an ult, rooting them. They'll probably knock. Oh, Zeltation going in. They might be able to get the Senna here, but the Senna with the teleport on the Senna comes to save the day. Mr. Big's going to die here. There's really not much he could do about it. And they also got to get the jungler, giving them 2 kills in that fight. The gank on wrong with the Shen teleport, but it's going to allow the Click to stay ahead on levels, which is good. But that Shen getting that extra assist is not going to put him too far behind. Everyone's going to need to make a big play if they want to come back. 10 kills to 1 right now. The only person on their team with a kill is the Clip from the Shen real early. Oh, and the Kasai gone eliminated under a tower too. It's going to be a rough game so far. They got the second dragon for the blue team. The Infernal and the Mountain Dragon. Everyone's kind of dead and they got to get back to their lanes. The Shen's playing really well with his teleports, allowing him to help his team. It's what allowed them to win that fight with that 3v3, the Shen teleport. The Thresh is trying to gain some XP right now, trying to not die into his tower. The Hecarim's right there though. The Thresh knows about him because of the ward. The Thresh is kind of just going to back off a bit. The jungler kind of knows about Shen finally getting up back to his lane. The Kled is still 1 level ahead though. If this Kled can still stay ahead, that's going to be the only fighting chance at being able to win this game, considering everyone else level behind. Oh, he's going for 1v1 with the Shen, which he should be able to win, but the Shen does have some assists that might put him extra gold ahead. Okay, the Shen's going to back off, allowing the Kled to hopefully get his cannon minions. The Shen's coming back in. No, there was a double kill down bottom lane too, which means that the ADC is going to get 2 extra kills, making us 6-0-1, which is very bad for the team. They even got bottom tower down here too, which isn't going to be the greatest. So they're going to start rotating mid. So the Fizz going for the ADC. Can the Fizz get the ADC and get the shutdown? Get the extra gold. Will he get it? Oh no, with the Hecarim and the Yumi coming in to save the Senna's life. Senna living at 30 HP. The Kled is still beating up on the Shen though, which is kind of the saving grace of the game. Oyana's going to be able to get mid tower here really easily. They're going to have to get some big comeback tool if they're going to want to be able to win this game. Already 2 towers and 13 kills behind with the really fat ADC. If that Fizz could have gotten the kill, would have put them in a way better spot. We got the Kasai and the Tuscan just trying to push out bottom lane, not let them get any more towers. Bottom lane's going to start rotating up to top to deal with the Kled, because the fat ADC will be able to melt that Kled real fast, especially having 6 kills and 2 assists, almost at 100 CS right now. It's like a size still 10 CS behind. That's just rotating up, placing a ward on the dragon, even though there won't be another dragon spawn for a few minutes, which is fine. And the Senna's going for the Kled. The Senna might be able to get the Kled here. Oh, the Kled with the rooted. Oh, the Senna's going to get the Kled, putting out 7 kills and no deaths. It's going to be a rough game for them if they want to come back from this one. They're almost 10k gold behind at this point. The Fizz is going to try and get a little bit of CS while he can. Gonna go bottom lane to help the Kasai. The Hecarim chasing the Kasai though, and the Kasai is going to be out of here. They're going to go for the Thresh too. They might be able to get the Thresh with how much mobility the Shen has. Oh, they got the Taunt off. They got the Taunt off. Will Hecarim be able to get a fear off on him? The Thresh might be able to get away, at least buy some time for his team. The Orianna was beating on the Fizz mid like usual. The Hecarim just going for Gonk for some reason. The Shen's they're just going for the Theft. The Orianna can come down from mid right now to go kill the Theft. That's probably the best play. Yeah, they got the pings coming out to try and get the Orianna to go help. The Orianna probably would have been smarter to go about because Orianna wouldn't be scared of the Fizz. But the Hecarim with the dash play, and the Shen dashing into, they got the Thresh after chasing them for a good 25 seconds. But we still have the ADC and the support top lane beating up on their only chance. The Clid going for the 1v2. Will he be able to get the 1v2 with the root from the Yuumi? I don't know if he'll be able to. He got ignited too. Oh, and the Senna got the kill, making her legendary. The Senna now up 8 kills to none with 3 assists, and the support has 9 assists at the moment, doing exactly what this Yuumi should and needs to be doing. They're gonna get this tower, putting them 3 towers ahead and over 10k gold ahead. Not much to do. They can come back from this game, but we'll see if they how it takes. The Senna's probably going to be able to get the jungle here to get another kill. Oh, now they're all ahead. They're so many levels behind. A comeback's gonna have to include something really, really big for them to come back, like an ace or a pentakill. We'll see how it goes. The Shen kind of pushing through bottom lane, trying to get this other tower here while the bottom lane kind of switched over to top, trying to get the tower up here. And they took out the Fizz. Gonna go mid, probably gonna go for a tower dive actually. Oh, they're gonna go around that. Oh, okay, they threw. Oh, they hit the Thresh with their abilities. We're not gonna do much off of it. The Thresh is just gonna back off here, knowing that it was for disaster if they tried to take that fight. The Kled fighting the Shen again, knowing that's where he shines the brightest. He's been able to beat on the Shen all game. The Shen only having 1 kill, 4 assists, and the Kled having at least the only kill on their team so far. The Orianna's destroyed the Thresh with 1 ability. Killed them really fast. They got the free turret there. If they're gonna be able to start pushing in towards the mid turret, which is gonna spell disaster if they are able to get that inhib later in the game. The Kled's kind of just waiting on the tower because that's his best option. No, I think he's waiting for Kasai is gonna come down and try and gank, which might be able to get them a kill. Like the kill won't do much right now, but in the long run it might help them start a thriving comeback. But we got the jungler and the ADC knowing what's going on coming down the side, missing their skill shot. They're gonna get the kill, but what? All the flash from the Shen, the dive from the side. Will they get the Shen? The Shen's kind of just running in circles. They got the Shen, but at what cost? The Hecarim, the Senna, and the Yuumi all here. Probably gonna get the double kill here. The Hecarim getting rid of the ADC for their Senna, and then them getting rid of the Kled. But they had to sacrifice those. They had to sacrifice 2 kills for 1, which at this point might even be worth it. They need to start getting some kills, find some way to start striving at a comeback. Being behind 20 kills right now and over 10k gold. So if they're gonna get the 3rd dragon of the game, unless the jungle can stop them, but I highly doubt that. Yeah, the jungle is just coming forward. She knows that he won't be able to stop the dragon. They're just pushing back. They're all just trying to gain CS and try and get a little bit of this gold deficit back that they need to get back. With the Mundo going mid to kind of poke a little bit on the Orianna. 3 levels behind the Orianna. Because the Orianna with 6 kills, 3 assists. The ADC with 8 kills and 7 assists right now. Them really far ahead, really bad ult by Fizz. Didn't end up doing anything for their team, except a little bit of AoE effects. The Hecarim in the bush with the Yuumi. The Hecarim's gonna start going out, but they're just gonna back down to their turret. They're gonna start going for the jungler. They see the jungler going forward. Hecarim dashes in. Oh, they might not be able to make it. It's the jungler can just get back to his tower and his cleansing time. They backed off the jungler. They're turning onto their Thresh. The Thresh and the Fizz are in a weird spot. The Thresh mission is full. Them knowing that they can't take this fight. The Kasai is dead too. The Kasai got picked off in a really bad spot. The Kasai and the Kled having the only 2 kills on the team so far. We got the Senna down bottom. We got the Thresh, the Fizz, and the Doctor all on for the Senna, but she's gonna get out. She knew that something fishy was going on. But the Orianna, the Hecarim, and the Yuumi make up get a triple here. They get 1 on the Thresh. Oh, Fizz got away with the flash. There's no Mundo. Mundo got back in time using the Rift Tail buff that gives you faster recall. Can't believe Mundo made it back with being surrounded by the entire team. But it's probably going to lead to them getting this inhib. Shen over here having to tank the tower though. Which is not great for their team right now. They're really far behind. No towers. Right now the only place that they could have won this game was top. But they're real far behind. Unless they can get the kill on the Senna right now. The Fizz going for the Senna. The Senna got ignited. They're all getting pushed up. Oh, the triple kill coming out from the Hecarim. The flash over the wall going for the quadra kill on the ADC with the pull from the Thresh. The fall on the Thresh to save them back. The Hecarim just getting a lot of pressure going on right now. We got the we got the Senators gun. Yes, they're really far behind. They're probably gonna get this inhib with super minions for them while three of them are dead right now. Top jungle and the mid are all dead right now. We will see how it goes. The Senators just trying to pick off the Thresh, get some damage. They're gonna the Hector and the Yuumi going for the mid tower. Hopefully they can get mid inhib and keep more pressure going on red team as red team starts to crumble. Copper Hill Copper Hills is just trying to keep some weight, have some way to win. The Kasai's trying to get a little bit of CS here at the end. They pushed them back a little bit, which is good. The enemy team having a bunch of gold that they need to spend, not even having 3-4 items for some of them yet, not even 2 coming out of the Hecarim yet. He has a lot of gold. Gonna go back to they didn't get that inhib, which is really good, which puts them in a way, which is gonna put them in a way better spot, not having to lose that inhib. If they can keep pushing out bottom lane, and make sure the super minions don't do too much, they still have a chance. We got the Kled coming down, kind of near top of it. Now just gonna go for a little bit of farm. That Orianna's probably gonna come out and try and get this Fizz. The Orianna being 3 levels ahead is gonna put the Fizz. Yeah, the Fizz just has to back off here. We got the jungler kind of going around. They're just trying to get some CS, trying to gain some ground in this game, which they kind of did. They pushed them out of their nexus, out of their tower, which is good. They might have a chance to make a comeback here if they can get a really good, trade here. We'll see. Them being behind on Vision right now though is not the greatest. The enemy team with 3 control wards in their bottom area. A fight starting to stir up here. The jungle's trying to get the red buff, which he'll probably be able to give if anyone comes. But what's he going to sacrifice for? It probably is like the Shen, the Hecarim, the Yuumi, and the Orianna. Oh, the kill on the jungler. The Senna came here too. They're probably going to be going for that mid inhib now. The Hecarim knowing that he has the Yuumi backing him up. It's going to allow for Provo to get a really good inhib. Thresh missing the pull. The Hecarim going straight for the ADC. Put him in the best spot. Hecarim can just tank those towers. He's so tanky at this point, so far ahead. Got an ult fleeing 3 of them. The ADC got one. Thresh at least got the Yuumi. With the trade 4 to 1, it's not gonna look good for them. There's probably a high chance of them getting the Nexus here. The Senna's gonna maybe get the Fizz. Oh, the Senna barely didn't get the Fizz. The jungle trying to save it. They're getting the second inhib tower in the second inner tower though. And if they get the inner tower, it's gonna open up the Nexus, allowing Provo to win the first game, unless they can make a comeback, which they can't because all 4 of them are dead. Oh, GG, that was a good first game coming out of Provo, winning 32-3. They were ahead throughout the most of the game. They got that first blood there. That was really good on them. Copper's gonna have to step it up next game if they want to win this. And we will be right back until the next game starts. Okay, we got the next game starting with Copper Hills on the blue side this time and Provo on the red side, which will make for some interesting plays. The maps are a little bit different on each side, so they'll be able to do different things. The Galio with the good luck, have fun. I wonder if Provo's going to go for the same plan they did last time, where they kind of pushed in on the jungle early, which it kind of looks like what they're going to do. But we'll see what Copper Hills can do to counter against all 5 of them in bottom lane right now, which is kind of weird, but we'll see with just the Yasuo and 5 of them coming at him. He's going to have to get out of that. Probably going to have to, he's getting flashed. Oh, he got flashed. They're chasing him under the tower. A really risky dive coming from the Galio. Probably not worth it for Provo at this point. Alistair coming in to, Mr. Big coming in to help out a little bit. Zeltation's back now. Okay. This looks like this might be a way better early game fight than last time. That Crazy Squirrel coming in 2. Let's see, HelasanIII's kind of getting a little aggressive here. It's so, oh, they might be able to get the connection out of this fight. Both with Provo pushing in pretty hard. Kind of everyone just had to use all of their blast abilities, but oh, miss on the kill from Zeltation, which is fine. Not really a bad fight for either of them. Everyone's kind of gonna have to back off here, get to their lanes, with everyone channeling back, but the middle lane. This is an interesting choice from Crazy Squirrel, not to go back, but fine. They're gonna get blue already though, which will leave Provo definitely ahead when it comes to jungle. But the Fiddlesticks is going for everything. Playing Fiddlesticks, allowing to use his channeling ability. He'll be able to kind of get what he wants to get. So they're gonna start a little bit ahead on the jungle side already, with SOJAxBOSS doing well. Kind of watching Crazy Squirrel mid. Crazy Squirrel already ahead of level against the Galio, which an interesting pick down bottom lane with the Zeltation. Made an interesting pick with the Yasuo instead of having a traditional bot laner. He kind of chose someone that's a little non-traditional, but it might work out for them. We'll see how it goes. We saw HelasanIIII do really good in top lane last game, so hopefully he can keep that going. He's actually playing Chen, which is who he was beating in last game, which is an interesting pick, considering he was beating the Chen really easily last game. Provo probably didn't expect it. Mid lane, we got Provo pushing in on Crazy Squirrel. He's kind of forced back to this tower, really low on mana, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, we got the Shen kind of getting pushed a little bit top. HelasanIIII just kind of trying to stay ahead on XP, kind of do what he did last game, try to be a bit of an anchor for the team, try not to stay too far behind in his lane, which he did really well at last game, so we can hope he does just as well this game, if not better, to allow them to get ahead. We got the Talia actually trying to steal the blue from SOJAxBOSS. Interesting. Oh, SOJAxBOSS kind of winning the fight. They're both really low on health right now. The Corki coming in might be able to get the kill, but without any mana, the Corki can't do much. One more hit, and Provo's dead. But the ghost coming from the scuttle allows the Talia to get away. It's good play by the Corki, but an even better play by the Faithfulos to get away. That was smart. HelasanIIII still winning his lane like he did last game, already a level ahead, just like last game. It's just good for them kind of just farming the CS. Bottom lane's really close with Zeltation and Mr. Big. It's really just a stalemate going on right now. It looks like they're just taking it slow a little bit. Zeltation just trying to get some of these minions so he can get some gold and some XP. Got a little bit of poke damage on the Misfortune, but we'll see how bottom lane ends up. The Leona pick is pretty interesting. She's a really strong character. Person Puff Marshmallows is playing. A very strong character right now. They might be able to kill the Alistair here though. Oh, they got the first kill for bottom lane on the Alistair and pushing in on the Yasuo. If they get the Yasuo here, it could be really bad for bottom lane. The Yasuo living with 20 health left, and the jungle might even be able to kill the ADC. Doing a lot of damage. One more hit on the ADC. No, the ADC gonna get away a second time. Someone on Provo has gotten away from the, oh, unless he can get there, which I don't, he might be able to make it. No, he's gonna have to back up. The heal coming out from the Misfortune might actually lead to Soja dying. Oh, that was another kill for them, putting bottom lane ahead unless Zeltation kill the ADC here, which puts them in a better spot. But the top lane died to a gank earlier, so top lane is no longer ahead in his lane. Cookie is behind at least a level right now from this Galio, pushing in full health, full mana Galio on this Cookie with no health, no mana. That's just trying to recall and get back to his base. We got the Yasuo doing his things, trying to get that CS, trying to get some health back after that last fight. The Leona kind of just waiting for her partner so they can push in together. There's no reason not to wait for a partner. And we got SOJAxBOSS just kind of getting some CS, staying ahead. And now let's see how it's going top lane. HelasanIII's not ahead right now, but with the Renekton going back, he has a little bit of time to get ahead, kind of get into a place where it was last time. This game's already a lot closer than last time. Last time, 5 minutes in, they were down like 7 kills. This time it's a really, really close game. Could go either way. They're fighting for Dragon here, and the team that gets this Dragon's gonna get a huge buff in this early game, and maybe even start getting the lead. SOJAxBOSS going for the channel. They're almost the kill on the Leona getting away, but they 2 kills already coming from Provo, but they're gonna get the Galio, the mid laner, which is good. Sen finds himself in a tough spot with all 3 people focused on him. He might be able to take, oh, the support makes it off with less than 10 HP, and this is probably going to be a full team kill for Provo, allowing them to get the Dragon and stay ahead. Now 4 kills ahead, which is going to put them at a commanding lead coming into the early parts of this game. They're still just kind of come down here. They're going to get the Dragon. With Alistair just kind of helping out his jungle, maybe gain a little bit of XP from helping out his jungle a little bit. It's interesting, top lane still doing really well in their lane. Top lane right now for Copper Hill is being the only person not behind. When it comes to levels, the mid laner again 2 levels behind, just like last game. Crazy squirrel with the quickie pick into the Galio. Oh, he's going really aggressive. He got a level though. He's not as far behind. He's going to be able to get some minions here. Bottom lane looks like it might be forced into a fight. Provo having a lot of minions on their side. Pushing back a little bit. Okay, we get to see Zeltation and Mr. Big hopefully get some XP so they can catch up more than 2 levels behind Mr. Big is right now. But hopefully they'll be able to come back a little bit. The Leona is starting to rotate up towards mid, which means that they might be able to get Crazy Skull if Crazy Skull doesn't back out here soon. It's the Sen and the Renekton kind of just fighting. Hopefully HelasanIII can win this fight to allow his team to stay ahead at least in 1 lane, just like he did last game. If winning the fight, he might be able to even kill the Renekton. But with the Talia, with their jungle, the Talia coming in from behind. Oh, it's going to be a kill for top lane. That's going to put him top lane, HelasanIII behind now, which is not good. They're they're behind in every lane right now. They're gonna have to go for a big comeback like they would have to have won last game, but maybe they'll be able to get it this time. Crazy Skull getting tower dived. Oh, middle lane getting the kill on Crazy Skull, being able to be through at least 2 levels ahead of Crazy Skull. Now they're behind in every lane again. We'll see how it goes. We have top lane, we have the jungle and the top lane. Gonna try and go for another kill like they did earlier. Try and stay ahead on top lane, because that's the 1 lane they couldn't stay ahead last time. Oh, HelasanIII went in. Oh, the Talia is coming out though. Oh, the SOJAxBOSS coming in to try and save his teammate, which he does. It's probably not going to result in any deaths here, but with the Talia pushing in, that Talia might be able to kill the Shen if the Shen doesn't back off soon. With no deaths there, that wasn't great for either team. Probably better for Provo though, with allowing them to have more health, kind of get some pressure right now on HelasanIII. But mid, they have 3 of them pushing for mid tower. A very interesting play. The Leona coming in to try and stop them from getting a free tower. She might die because of it. Really close to death, and the Zeltation gets the kill. Crazy Skull having to take 2 tower shots. He's put to really low health though, not putting them in a great spot right now. But they're just gonna, Zeltation is still just gonna keep going for this tower. See how it goes for them. They got Provo coming in, and a Fiv, the Alistair and the Yasuo pushing in really hard. But another Provo person coming in with the misfortune getting 2 kills there, putting her even more ahead than she was already. Right now, the saving grace is again top lane, who is still not too far behind his lane, having 2 kills, with the Zeltation, the Yasuo, also being not insanely far behind in his lane. Those are the 2 chances to win. HelasanIII pushing in, at least forcing the Renekton to back off a little bit before he gets to go back to base. We got Crazy Squirrel just kind of defending his mid lane against Riftcrim. Just trying to keep this Galio at bay. Knowing he's behind a level right now, he kind of just has to stay safe. The Galio, he's now behind 2 levels with the Galio, getting a level on that CS. We got Galio pinging the Rift Herald, trying to get his jungler to go help him. Bottom lane is actually pretty equal right now when it comes to levels. They're gonna try and get rid of that ward, which is good for them. But the red team has so many wards all around here. They're really far ahead when it comes to vision. With the Galio maybe gonna go in on the Corki. Now kind of just going back to his lane, gonna get some more XP, try to not fall to lose too much of his 2-level lead already. We got Renekton up top, now a level ahead of HelasanIII right now, which is not the greatest for them. Though bottom right now is their highest chance of like striking a comeback. They're gonna go up and start going for this Galio, help mid out. I do not believe they were able to see that misfortune coming any Fiv. They did not see them coming. Galio waiting. There's gonna be a big fight here at this dragon. Whoever wins this fight is gonna be able to get the 2nd dragon buff. And with Provo already having won, they have a high chance of winning this fight. Top of Hill's kind of just letting them have it. Know that they can't win that fight. Gonna have to let Provo get the dragon. But they are going for the Rift Herald up here and starting to target the random boot a little bit, try to push him back. The Corki Crazy Squirrel coming out a little bit, knowing that they might be coming for him. SOJAxBOSS is seen by the Galio. Just has to kind of back off of the creep real quick. With him getting pushed by the jungler really hard, he thinks he might win this fight. He's super low on HP. Either Apollo might be, the double flash. Apollo's gonna get the kill and start targeting the Shen. With Apollo being so far ahead, the Shen HelasanIII won't be able to do that much. We got Provo tower diving just to kill HelasanIII with the flash play. Coming in, 3 people on their team all trying to kill him. And he might even get a kill. He even got the kill with the tower on the next. At least allowing for a trade. While bottom lane we got the Yasuo and the Misfortune, but the Misfortune destroying the Yasuo, forcing Zeltation to channel back. And we got Crazy Squirrel kind of going for this mid turret, trying to see if he can get some more. He knows that they're teleporting to try and get him the Galio, so he knows it's smart to just back off here. Knowing he can't win the fight against Riftcrim. In his state, he needs to get more farm, get some items. Fiddlesticks and Alistair going in on the bottom lane though. With them getting the Leona to really low health. Tough Marshmallow's just dead. They got 1 kill, will they get the double kill? SOJAxBOSS coming in, he got the double kill and the shutdown, which is gonna give him extra gold. That's gonna be the saving grace in this game to start coming back a little bit. With Provo going for the Rift Herald creep, they're probably gonna get it. No one on Copper Hill seems to know that they're going for it. They're probably gonna get it for free. The Galio leaving to start going mid lane to contest Crazy Squirrel. Galio knowing that he wins the 1v1. Doesn't have to be very, very scared. We got random boot and Apollo going in on the Shen right here. The Shen's able to just dash out though. No problem, no big pressure really put on him here. We have Zeltation and Mr. Big going for this bottom turret here. So Leona kind of pushed him out of it. They're kind of just backing off here. The Helasan kind of fighting top lane, trying to stay equalized with top lane. 3-4-0. His record isn't too bad compared to random boots for Nexon. Well, they're gonna start going in for a fight a little bit. Bottom lane, there's a fight happening. The Alistar kind of getting destroyed right now. They didn't get much damage. The ult coming in from Leona and Misfortune is gonna allow them to kill Mr. Big. And with Talia and for Provo coming from behind, they might be able to kill Zeltation here too. And they're gonna get the kill on Zeltation with the Shen trying to teleport, but he couldn't make it. With the kill on Zeltation, it's gonna put the bottom start coming back a little bit. The jungle really far ahead, having 6 kills right now and no deaths. Jungle's a really high chance of winning right now. Mid lane, crazy score. We got the jungle gonna start going in for a kill soon to try and make sure that they can get the quickie. But the quickie got to back out. The Rift Tail getting placed mid. Jungle wanting that mid tower. Got the Apollos really wants to kill Crazy Skull here. And then top lane, Helasan starting to lose top tower. Not much you could do to this for Nexon. Helasan's just gonna have to run away from random brute here, who ulted just to try and get this kill. They weren't able to make it. The Rift Tail getting a second hit on the tower. It's gonna put that tower at a huge detriment right now, and not put Copper Hills in a great place when it comes to mid lane. We got the Renekton kind of leaving. We got the bottom lane starting to come down mid. Both bottom lanes are starting to come down mid. Mr. Big and Zeltation and Puff Marshmallows and NA5 both coming down. See what's gonna happen. There might be a fight of brewing with the two jungles fighting, but the jungle and the top teaming. Probably gonna be a kill on the Fiddlesticks. This is gonna put the jungle up with another kill, which is not great for Copper Hills. The jungle going for the tower dive made a smart move to back off, knowing that the dragon respawns soon. Provo's getting ready to get this dragon so they can stay ahead when it comes to buff. But Crazy Skull with the shutdown on the jungle, which might give them a saving chance, and the kill on random brute gives them a chance, even though they're gonna get their third dragon. That double kill is kind of what they needed to get the shutdown on the Talia for the comeback. They got a really good kill. Them going mid to probably try and get this mid tower. But bottom lane coming to stop them. There's not much that they can really do here to kind of win this fight. This fight's probably not going to go well for them. We'll see what happens. A lot of damage coming out from this quick. The Alistar coming in out of nowhere and Zeltation coming in. They might be able to kill NA5. And the second shutdown from Crazy Skull in the last 2 minutes is going to give them a fighting chance in this game. They're going to be able to probably get this mid tower unless this all with the jungle at the top and all coming. They're going to get a kill on the Alistar. The Fiddlesticks ulting in, really risky, going for the jungle. All of Apollo is going to live, unlike what Fiddlesticks wanted. We have Helasan going back. Crazy Skull, the one that's been getting all the shutdowns, is now on a rampage. Coming back, kind of being the saving grace of this game. 4 kills and only 1 death, the least amount of deaths on the team so far by a long shot. Kind of the biggest chance to be able to win. They were able to Crazy Skull able to push them off the tower. They're kind of getting a little bit scared of Crazy Skull, knowing that he has gotten already 2 shutdowns this game, allowing him to be kind of ahead on gold when it comes to most of the other team. Alistar trying to push back the Galio, trying to make sure they can't get this turret. While Zeltation gets the bottom turret for their team, giving them the first turret of the game. But with random brute coming in, it's going to be an interesting fight. Zeltation just has to run right now. Random brute for the ult. Zeltation just dashing away. Zeltation trying to die to the tower to make sure that no one can get the kill, but the Talia got a hit on him, meaning Talia's going to get the kill. They're going to be able to kill the Leona here too. Crazy Skull is now unstoppable. Crazy Skull is going to be the biggest chance to win this game. They're going to have to go mid to hopefully shut down this Galio, because this Galio still has not been shut down yet. With only 1 kill, he still does have 7 assists. Okay, they're going in on him. Crazy Skull going Will they be able to get the kill here? The exhaust coming out from Mr. Big, and the jungle coming to save him. They were able to kill the Galio, but at what cost? Mr. Big's dead to the jungle. Crazy Squirrel might be dead to the ADC. And a Fiv and Vapolo come to save their teammate. SOJAxBOSS is kind of running away. Oh, the flash coming from Soja. And the ult coming from Zeltation to allow them to get the kill on the jungle. They're starting to come back in this game. They were behind by 15 kills early. Now they're coming back. They're losing when it comes to push, but they can still win this game. They just need to start getting some of these dragon buffs that they're behind on. A teleport coming now. You can see from the Shen allowing them to keep this bottom turret, which is good. And a Fiv and Leona getting Scuttle, kind of trying to go top, trying to push out multiple lanes. Force pressure on everybody. Leona just waiting in the bush. Yeah, so Zeltation and Mr. Big are going to go for this middle turret. Zeltation's going to get his second turret for their team and their team's second turret for the entire game. Zeltation is getting a lot of push right now. Trying to keep their team not too far behind when it comes to golden turrets. Them now being only 2 turrets behind. But we see Provo going for the Baron buff to allow them to get a really big push to maybe end the game. With it looks like Copper Hills is oblivious to them getting the Baron buff, with all 4 of them bottom lane going for random boot instead of going to try and stop them. And there's the Baron buff coming out from Provo, allowing them to get stronger minions and faster recall, but they at least were able to get a kill on Renekton. With the Quickie coming to try and keep them from getting this tower, he probably won't be able to do much with 4 of them and them having Baron buff. But he's going to try and get some poke, knowing that he won't be able to do much. And is backing off, waiting for his team. Has to sacrifice the tower. But we see HelasanIII kind of pushing in. Oh, and we see Mr. Big pushing in. Oh, everyone's pushing in. We see the Hourglass from Galio to keep himself unhittable for a while. Oh, the flash coming in from Galio and Zeltation, just for them to get the kill on the Galio. Was it worth it? Probably, considering that they need to be getting kills to be able to come back in this game. They're behind on push, but if they can get a hit on kills. The dragon spawning in a few seconds, they're going to need to be able to get this dragon to be able to stay ahead and not allow Provo to have so many more buffs than they do, putting them super far behind. But mid lane right now, Mr. Big getting the kill. Mr. Big going for the jungle with the SOJAxBOSS with the save. It was a 3-for-4 trade, which means SOJAxBOSS gonna have to 1v2 if he wants to steal the dragon. But with Smite, he might be able to get a clean dragon still here if he just waits to go in a little bit. He has that. No, but with the Galio coming in, possibly killing him, that's going to be a dragon for Provo. Top Hills has nothing left, 4 of them dead. The last one of them almost dead. That's going to give them Mountain Soul, which is going to lead to them being way stronger than Copper Hills. Copper Hills is going to need to start being in an even bigger comeback than they already have throughout this game to still win. We'll see how it goes with all 5 of them back, though, coming on the same time. They're splitting up a little bit. We see HelasanIII and Mr. Big going mid, with Zeltation top and Crazy Squirrel going down bottom, which is kind of what seems to be Provo's focus right now, wanting that bottom turret, knowing it's low on health. We can see Random Brute and Marshmallows coming to try and get the turret. We have all 3 of Copper Hills kind of going on mid right now, trying to make sure that they can't push out mid anymore, making sure they can't get that first turret into that first inner turret into the inhib. With Galio kind of pushing top for free right now, and Copper Hills being a little oblivious to it. We'll see how it goes. Alistar kind of pushed in, but that was a big mistake, allowing for a kill on Mr. Big and possibly a kill on SOJAxBOSS with the exhaust coming out from the Leona and the flash coming out from Misfortune. The triple ult from Zeltation, but it's not enough to save his teammate. All 3 of them going down. We'll see how it goes for them. They're gonna probably be able to get this bottom to it now, considering they were able to kill 3 of them. So it goes. Galio finally getting pushed back from HelasanIII. Both a teleport coming out. HelasanIII is gonna have to get out of here. He made it out alive. Think, oh no, but with the Vanderboot coming out, turret die from Vanderboot, and the stun from Biscom is gonna be a kill for them. But they're pushing in. Oh, they're all super low. They got 1 kill. They're gonna get the 2nd kill on the Galio. They weren't able to get the 3rd kill on the Talia, but it was worth it. At least being able to push Provo back a little bit and buy themselves more time to spur the comeback that they need in this game. The Talia getting all her life back from the jungle. Them having to get rid of these minions top lane. With them the Leanders recalling over there, just in front of the minions. They're trying to push back out bottom lane, knowing that super minions are going to be coming for Provo. It's not going to lead to the greatest time for them. Zeltation going in on the ADC though, and destroying him. Maybe even going to get the kill with the Alistair. Mr. Big coming. Oh, and NA4 didn't live. Look, with his Crazy Skull with his 20th shutdown of the game. We see Crazy Skull going in, and then a shutdown on the jungler too. It's gonna start spiking the comeback. They might even be able to. They have 2 of them dead. They're gonna be able to get some push power going on here with Koki having 9 kills and only 3 deaths, being the star player of the team right now, and the Alistair support with the 11 assists. Crazy Skull putting in work. Had to go back with red and blue buff going on right now. We can see not much going on. We can see Riftcom trying to get vision on the opponent's side, so they know what the opponents are up to. Crazy Skull and Mr. Big pushing top a little bit. Crazy Skull putting in some work, trying to just get some clear, stay ahead on gold and stay ahead on XP. A fight might start stirring mid lane, with Provo seeming to want to push down mid lane right now. 3 of them there, and another 2 possibly coming. The Alistair trying to come in, but the Galio predicted it. The Alistair's in a whole lot of trouble right now. But he got to his Fiddlesticks, but he used the flash. Will he be able to get out? With 3 of them on him, oh, Mr. Big is dead with all of Provo on him, which is going to put them really far behind in this fight. Losing their support, going to have to try and push them back as a 4v5. With Crazy Skull here, they were able to decided to push back. They know that Baron is going to be back, and they might get their 2nd Baron of the game. The Talia kind of waiting for the opponents. They're going to start going for the Baron up here, while Copper Hill is kind of getting baited into the Talia's trap, and all 5 of them just going to the Baron. Not much that Copper Hills can do. We can see Crazy Skull down here kind of just pushing back the minions. Their best plan here is just get back pressure. They see that they got rid of the Baron, the Galio going back, but 4 of them all going to top lane to try and push through top lane, knowing that they have that extra Baron, knowing that they have that extra Baron buff, and all the Copper Hills being pushed back to their base right now. We can see the Talia and the Renekton kind of pushing out a little bit, waiting for their teammates and the minions so they can start pushing in to get this first inner turret. Well, all of Copper Hills except Helasani and Crazy Skull are near bottom lane right now. It's going to spell disaster for them if they don't get back soon. Crazy Skull trying to do something, but with all 5 of Provo's team pushing it on this tower, there's not much that he can do left. They're going to get that first inner turret, then they're going to start targeting the inhib. They're all going in. They're going to get that first inhib too. Mr. Big trying to do something, but him being stuck by all 5 of Provo's team is going to have to back out. There's not much they can do here, so they're gonna start with the fight. SOJAxBOSS getting exhausted. Misfortune coming out with the ult. They're gonna get the double kill. They're gonna get the triple kill on Crazy Skull, and they might get Helasani here too. Oh, and this is gonna lead to Provo probably being able to win the game with a quadra kill coming out from Misfortune. It was a close game. A really good comeback. That Copper Hills tried to come back really hard, but that's ultimately probably gonna spell disaster, but the game first. But it's over for Copper Hills. Provo winning 2-0. The stream first too.